Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And oh my gosh, I have so many emotions going through my body right now. It's the first game of the season. No, it's the first game of the season. But what a crazy opening night. I thought the Knicks freaking had that game. I thought the Knicks had it. We were so freaking close at the Garden. Thought we were getting some momentum. Knicks were not able to execute down the stretch. Or I should say, the starters, the main guys were not able to execute. I hold everyone to the same level of accountability on this team. Jalen Brunson is amazing, but he was not amazing tonight. Julius Randle was an all-star last year, performed, but he did not look close to an all-star tonight. Mitchell Robinson got to stay disciplined. RJ, I thought, played pretty damn well in this game. One of the main reasons we were in this game, I don't care what his efficiency shows, like on the stat sheet. He was one of the main reasons we were in this basketball game. He knocked down his free throws, knocked down a few three balls. I thought it was not good timing of substitutions when it came to taking RJ Barrett out. We were up one, and I thought the offense was flowing. I thought he gave us tons of momentum. Nice Euro step in transition, knocked down a three, got to the free throw line, was making solid plays. I would have literally rode with RJ that whole fourth quarter the way he was rolling. Like, I would have just kept riding with RJ Barrett because I thought he had it tonight. Quentin Grimes, we need to get this guy involved more. He was 4-7 from the field. He's probably our only natural shooter on this team, maybe outside of Dante DiVincenzo, didn't knock down his open threes. He should not only be getting 7 shot attempts, especially when he's shooting an efficient 4-7 from the field and 3-6 from 3. And the shots he did hit from 3 were timely when he was coming back in this game, and then an opportunity that it could have been a 4-point play in the second half. 11 points, 1 rebound. They did have him matched up on Jason Tatum. And Jason Tatum was hitting some very difficult shots because he has the height on him. Grimes could be as physical as he wants, but Tatum could look right over him. And Tatum was able to operate in space because Porzingis is such a threat from outside on the perimeter. They don't have Robert Williams anymore. Mitchell Robinson's going to have to make sure that he contains Porzingis. He can't help on Tatum, and then Tatum was able to knock down some very difficult isolation jumpers. Jaylen Brown didn't even play at the highest level. He only had 11 points, wasn't very efficient, but Jason Tatum cooked us. He really cooked us. He was able to get to the line, but he was able to score from all 3 levels. He was able to finish at a very high level. He had 34 points on 13 to 22 shooting, double digits rebounds. He did very good on the glass. The Knicks were operating when it came to the offensive rebounds, but then there was also times that we needed to get the defensive boards. But who covered up for Jaylen Brown not playing very well offensively? And I thought the Knicks were pretty damn physical with him. Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis got off to an awesome start in this game. Killed us with the 3-ball. Was cutting to the basket, got a couple easy dunks early on. He showed his skill set. The only issue with this dude is, can he stay healthy? And he had 8 rebounds, 30 points, good efficiency. It looked like we slowed him down that third quarter. He got into foul trouble. He started to be physical, but he knocked down free throws when it mattered most. He knocked down threes when it mattered most, and the New York Knicks did not do that. The Knicks went on a 10-0 run in that third quarter. We were losing the majority of this game. Josh Hart knocks down a 3. We get our first lead of the game. I believe we're up 2. And we got so much momentum to the point that it's like we're up 6 in this fourth quarter when we were trailing by 9 to start the fourth quarter. It really felt like it was the Knicks game. The crowd was insane. It was absolutely insane, but we were not able to contain the perimeter of Kristaps Porzingis. We couldn't stay out of our own way when it came to committing fouls. Emmanuel quickly looked like he was worth his money tonight. Terrific off the bench, scoring the heck out of the basketball, getting to that floater in the fourth quarter, sidestep 3 on Derek White. He had 20 plus points. Specifically, 24 points on 7 of 11 shooting, 5 of 7 from 3, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Did a little bit of everything, had 2 turnovers. But the way he was handling the rock, I felt like he was going to get turnovers at some point, but he had some nice moments defensively that he clogged the lanes. Hartenstein, I thought, was a beast when it came to rebounding, sacrificing his body, setting good screens. Made a key pass, getting the defense to collapse, kicking it outside to Grimes on the perimeter. And by the way, the 3 Josh Hart hit, I believe, was a kick out from Jalen Brunson. Swinging it to Josh Hart. He was on the right side. I believe he was in the right corner. So he did some solid pitching and kicking there. But the main guys did not step up. RJ played well. But Mitch got into foul trouble. We need more than 6 rebounds from Mitch. Jalen Brunson, very uncharacteristic, inefficient game. He played like an all-star last year, played like a damn near superstar the last few months of the season, played like a superstar in the playoffs, did not look like that Jalen Brunson tonight. Just one game. Julius Randle, all-star last season, didn't step up. We had like 20 more shot attempts than the Celtics, got to the free throw line, played well defensively. But then at the same time, when you watch this offense, I'm like, how is anyone supposed to consistently succeed when there's a lack of movement in this offense? Tibbs sets the culture. This defense is amazing, but the offense, it's so frustrating. It is so damn frustrating how we have these hot stretches and then it's just like we go ice cold. But Brunson's usually clutch. He's usually hitting big time shots down the stretch. And Brunson's been amazing. I'm not just trashing the dude. Brunson's my favorite player on this team. But everyone's going to be held accountable when it comes to losses. Big time technical free throw in the fourth quarter. Porzingis elbows Hartenstein. Missed free throw. Nice hesitation move. Was able to work around Porzingis. Missed layup. Cool, calm, and collected. Coming off the screen. Gathers himself. Takes his time. Derek White's defending him. But he has tons of airspace, misses a three. He was missing shots he usually makes. He had that pretty big time like Tony Parker like floater in the fourth quarter, but very inefficient game from Jalen Brunson. Very inefficient. Me and my boy at Mage were making these predictions before the game. Yeah, Brunson's going to go off. We understand that Drew Holiday's defending him, and Drew Holiday's one of the best on-ball defenders in the league, and it's not his fault that Mike Budenholzer was just leaving him on an island versus Jimmy Butler in that first-round matchup. Drew Holiday didn't score like crazy. Horford came off the bench, hit a couple threes. This wasn't some crazy offensive game. A lot of it came from the free throw line. Obviously, there was big-time plays down the stretch. The Knicks were able to go on a run. But it's just so frustrating. So frustrating. You look right here. Julius Randle is 5 for 22 from the field, making questionable decisions with the basketball. Again, it's not all the blame on the players. It's also on the coach for the way this offense is designed. There's so much read and react. It's like, what is going on out there? It looks like a complete mess of just AAU basketball, isolation basketball. Julius Randle, 5 for 22 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 1 for 5 from the free throw line. This team sucked from the free throw line. Mitchell Robinson still can't hit free throws. Julius Randle did have 11 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds kept us in this game. He had 7 assists, 2 steals. He had 14 points, though. You can't just be having 14 points. You can't. You can't have Julius Randle just have 14 points. But Jalen Brunson, most disappointing. Again, it's just one game, and he's missing shots he usually makes. I do think are going to go down. I believe we play the Hawks next. But Jalen Brunson, 33 minutes, he was starting to cook in that third quarter. He hit a very deep three to get this game even closer. You know, I don't believe he didn't get to the free throw line a lot in this game, but he was able to work down the lane, have a very tough finish as well with some nice English. But Jalen Brunson, 6 for 21 from the field. That is so unlike Jalen Brunson. 6 for 21, 3 of 8 from 3, 0 for 1 from the free throw line, only got to the foul line once. We did see a technical was called on him due to a flop. And Porzingis, he had a technical for a flop as well, but because it was unsportsmanlike, he got that other tech for Hartenstein. That's why he didn't get thrown out, because the one was the elbow to Hartenstein was unsportsmanlike, but the first one wasn't. It was just flopping. I don't know how that's not unsportsmanlike. I don't know. But Brunson, 15 points. He had 6 assists. There was times when he was probing around that he was just looking to score. I'm like, at least look to distribute the rock, but we don't know what these players are being asked. But Grimes needs to get more than 7 shots. He had 11 points on 7 shots. His shot looked good tonight. He had that very nice wiggle on Drew Holiday and was able to work down the lane. I guess a positive is the way RJ scored the ball, especially early on, that you're starting to see more creation out of him. He obviously missed that step back 3 in the second half, but the wiggle when it came to that mid-range jumper, or just not wiggle, but when he was operating near that corner and he was able to knock down that mid-range off the dribble, his 3-point shot looked better than I thought. He had a very nice touch on that finish over Porzingis. There was that one play that he was too predictable in transition and just drove right at Porzingis. Porzingis was able to have 4 blocks in this game. But again, RJ was the main reason, or one of the main reasons we're up in this game, up there with Emmanuel quickly, and I would have just rode with the bench in the fourth. That's how well I thought the bench was playing. Outside of DiVincenzo, I probably would have kept him on the bench. Just sometimes you just got to do whatever it takes to win, and I know Brunson's a closer, and maybe I would have played him in the fourth too, the way he is in fourth quarters, but just way too ball dominant. Pritchard didn't score like crazy. He did have a nice play that he was able to put his body into someone and knock down a mid-range jumper, but outside of Horford, they didn't really have a lot of guys operating offensively and scoring. Sam Hauser didn't do a lot in this game offensively, but free throws, fouling them, Porzingis knocking down, huge, deep right wing 3, Tatum getting to the line. Drew Holiday got a big offensive rebound in a moment as well, and I believe there's like 1:30 left. But Brunson missed some gimmies in big time situations. Randall missed a big time three in a big situation. When I thought Randall like hit a big three in the second half, I'm like, oh shit, we're in this, and then we just don't execute. We don't execute. It's literally a story of this game. We've a 6 point lead when we're down 9 in the fourth quarter, but the offense became stagnant again. I would have kept RJ in. I know we ended up putting him back in when there was like 2-something left, but then we barely gave him the rock. The Celtics were able to knock down a three, and then Porzingis knocked down the three, I believe, to give them that 3 point lead, and then RJ looked to answer right away with the corner three, and then he missed. It's kind of when the momentum went away. I was like, damn, this team got cold. This team got cold, which is just crazy. Again, we took like 20 more shots of them, and we got offensive rebounds, but Porzingis was too much, Tatum was too much, and our main guys did not step up. Let me know down below your thoughts on this game. Peace out, y'all.